Good morning, and like always, I'm driving on the highway, but that's all right. It's okay. Um, Please click like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you would like to see what we got going on. Hey, my Renaissance Grandma, how are you? Good evening to you. I have some things that I have been thinking about. So I just wanted to, have a little conversation. Hello. Good. I'm happy you're doing good. Hey there. Um, Deborah. Oh my goodness. I'm on 15 right now coming up. Pray for me. Hey, Blacks Tropical. Hey, Sheree. Y'all had such a ball. I'm like, man, I don't care what's going on. I refuse to miss next year. I'm going to plan, plan, plan. I'm going to be extremely strategic so that nothing gets in our way of coming this time. I promise I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that we successfully get there early and leave late. And that is the plan for 2024. It's a wrap. But I was, I'm driving, so I'm watching everybody's lives and everybody's videos and everything. And then I just started thinking, like, we are in the fourth month of the year. Like, we have completed the first quarter of the year. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what exactly do I want out of this year? Like, every year we have like our little affirmation for what this year is, and we talk about, what we are going to do. And this year I'm going to be focused on this, and I'm going to be working on my weight. I'm going to be working on saving my coins. I'm going to get closer to God. I'm going to do all of these things. And we have all of these strong, determined ideas and everything that we're going to do in the first quarter. But now the first quarter is over. We have 3 more. We just started the second one. So my question to you is, do you feel that you have successfully, diligently stuck to whatever you said you were going to do in the first quarter, like the first part of the year? I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm going to walk every day. I'm going to pray every day. I'm going to push back. I'm going to, all of these things that we said we were going to do. Because to me, what I think is we had extremely great intentions when we first started this year, but life has a way of coming in and taking your focus. So you say, I'm not going to buy fast food anymore, but you don't always remember to meal prep. Then you're sitting there extremely hungry, and then you're eating whatever, or your plans change and you don't anticipate being out as long, but then you wind up being out longer than you thought. And so now you're extremely hungry. So you're pulling up to the fast food restaurant. I'm of course, I'm speaking out of, experience, but I know I'm not the only person that had like a whole slew of things that I wanted to do by this time in the year, and I have not been successful. So now I'm looking at myself like, okay, you're still alive, so you can reboot. So now it's time for the reboot. What's that gonna look like? So are any of you guys going through similar situations? Is that Mike? Hey, Mike. hey, bro, because I know there's like 5 things that I really want to see change. So it's like a 90-day challenge that I'm going to be giving myself. And one of them, one of them is going to be really being focused on my garden. I have not been focused on my garden. But if I want to be successful with firing the grocery store, then I have to be completely on my A game. So that's one of the things that I'm focusing on. Another thing that I'm going to be looking at is just communicating a lot more with my family. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I talk a lot and I love to be around people, and I'm really, for the most part, bubbly or whatever. But I'm not really a phone person. Like, if I get on the phone with you, we can talk and we can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But I'm not really the type of person to pick up the phone and call people. And it's not like I have an attitude or anybody's done anything to me or anything like that. I just am not good at checking up on folks. And so I said I have to really change that, because y'all know my best friend Vanessa. Vanessa will be like, "Oh, you are still alive." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, well, because I hadn't heard from you." And I'm like, oh, okay. And my cousin says the same thing. So I thought that I was doing better because I would send a text like, "I love you, I miss you, how y'all doing?" Stuff like that. And they were like, "You're doing the bare minimum." So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm going to have to do better at reaching out to my loved ones. I have a lot of cousins that I don't talk to, and it's, again, for no reason other than I just don't. Like, I don't call people, and they don't call me. So then I'm really like, well, if you're not really thinking of, because you know what, and I think that's probably part of the problem. I used to be checking for everybody. I was checking for everybody. I'll be like, oh, I'm calling this person, I'm calling that person to check on them. And then I got irritated at the fact that I would be the only person checking on people. And so then I just stopped. But I like stopped. Hi, Hudson. So now it's like I have to have a medium, because even the people that were checking for me, I wasn't checking for them either. And so that's just not cool. And it was really not in a stank way. It's just that I would be so focused on everything that I have going on that I wouldn't be thinking, oh, let me call and check on so and so, and I've been told that people do not appreciate that. So I'm like, okay, at least once a week, I have a list of people, a small list, because I'm just starting, so baby steps. But I'm like, I have to check on people, because even my own daughter, right here, she's like, Mom, we live in a house and sometimes you don't even ask me how I'm doing, because I'm so busy trying to do this and trying to do that and everything. And I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? Whatever. But not like, what's going on? Let's have a conversation. So I am learning that I have to be more in tune with my circle of people that I am responsible for. My family, my kids, my husband, my auntie, my best friend, my cousins, my sisters. I have to take care of my sisters because I'm the oldest. And so I'm just, that's one thing that I'm learning about myself. So I'm going to be intentional for the next 90 days to make sure that a couple of times throughout the week that I am checking on folks. How are you doing? Like even today, I was on Instagram calling folks, checking on people, uh, uh, just to make sure that I am reaching out because I don't want it to be that people think that, I'm so close. And I know part of the problem is that I'm an only child by my mom, so I really wasn't raised with my siblings or anything. But when I was younger, I used to love to be on the phone. I grew out of that. I got way too much to do. By the time I get in the house, I don't want to do anything but just lay down. So it's like, man, what do you do? So I'm really going to be intentional for the next 90 days because they say that 90 days is what really changes the habit. It's not the 21 days or the 30 days, but 90 days of being consistent, 90 consecutive days of consistency. So today is April 3rd. So until July 3rd, I have to be really checking in on my children, checking in with Earl, checking in with my auntie, with Vanessa, with my cousins, my siblings, and some of my YouTube family. Like I had to call Precious. I hadn't talked to her in a minute. And I was like, wait a minute, I haven't even talked to Precious. Like that just doesn't make any sense. So, because we talk a lot. And when we get on the phone, we don't know how to get off. So it was like, dang, I haven't even talked to Precious. I'm like, okay, I gotta repent. So I'm making the declaration of repentance. And I like to do things where I am saying it out here so that people can hold me accountable because I need to, remember because sometimes I'll forget. Another thing that I think I really want to focus on for the next quarter of this year is with my content on my channel. There's a lot of different things that I want to do, but a lot of times I don't have time. So just with the time that I do have, being strategic on what we're doing. If we're in the honeypot, like I can't really be in a honeypot like I want to right now and really just talk about some stuff that's going on. But this is to me more important because sometimes we can sit and we can watch other people discuss the things that they're going through, and it helps us to see, okay, well, I'm not alone. Okay, so I know that I'm not the only person. You got that right. I'm always all over the place. Like earlier today, I was on the phone. Like even when I was talking to Auntie, all over the place. But that's why I don't have a set time for when I'm going to go live because I don't know. Because my everyday is different. I don't have. I don't know. I don't know what my next day is going to look like because I could plan things out and then a monkey wrench will come in and I have to go do this or take somebody there or whatever. And so I get on when I can get on. I would love to have a specific slot of time, but I don't right now. I'm really trying to work on getting my schedule to where I can, but I'm not there yet. But what was I just saying I really wanted to do? That was probably it. Just organizing my time. Oh, my YouTube channel. Yes. There's a lot of different things that I really want to, be working on, sharing and posting on. I think that there's a lot of different things that we do, all of us, whether we're content providers or not, there's a lot of things that we have to bring to the table. And whether it's sewing or crocheting, like I watch some of the women that crochet and stuff, and like Auntie Ellen, I want to learn how to do quilts. Oh my gosh. Like, I want to learn how to do quilts, and to the point where I've already joined a couple of quilting uh, pages on Facebook. Now, I don't know how to quilt yet, but these sisters be putting some bomb stuff in their quilts. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a work of art. And someday learn how to do that. Knitting. I want to learn how to knit. We're going to be getting the pigs. So right now I've been, watching a lot of channels on how people handle their pigs. And Cherie, you already know I'm going to be calling you. Okay, look, what is this? What is that? Now, Lisa at Yogi Hollow, I appreciate her so much because she showed the pig bit, the other pig bit, the pig's ear, and showing us everything that's been going through it. I don't know if she's posted it on YouTube, but I've been watching it on Instagram. And for me, that was important. I'm so happy that she did show that because, sometimes people don't want to show the bad, they only want to show the good. So because she's showing the good, that helped me. I mean, the bad, because now I'm like, oh, so the pig will bite the other pig's ear. So what are you using for that? It's some blue stuff that looks purple on the pictures, but you can see like the ears separating as it heals itself and everything. And me just now about to get piglets, I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have never thought that a pig would bite another pig's ear. But she has helped me so much because I tell you, back in like 2021, it might have been 2020, but I'm thinking it was 2021 because it was before we got on the property, I think. She was talking about first aid kits, and she was saying how we are always talking because we're talking about, prepping and getting our things together. And she was talking about having your first aid kit for your family, but having one for your pets. I think I talked about this on Saturday. So now I'm like, I have to, okay, Mr. Truck Driver, I have to start getting all of these different things for my pets, because my animals, because at first I didn't have any, but now I have like so many, right? Even though the bulk of them are chickens, but it's a lot of them. And then, the turkeys will be here next month. We have the ducks, the pigs are coming, all of these different things. And eventually we'll have the goats and the bees. And if I can, at some point, we'll get a cow. Earl says no. He says we don't have the space. And he's right. But I'm going to try to see if I can find like a mini cow, like a dwarf cow or something. I don't know. They're so precious to me. And I didn't know I liked cows like I did. I kind of did, but not so much. But just being over there with the baby cow and feeding that baby cow, oh my gosh. I fell in love. I was like, yo, I want a cow. I want a cow. Oh my gosh, I love to go over there and help them feed the cows, and I want to brush them or whatever I can do to help, because I have truly fallen in love with these heifers. Well, no, it's not a heifer. This baby is three boys and two girls, four boys and two girls. Two are 1 year old, and then they're so cute. Hey, what's up, bro? So I'm saying, really focusing on just the time that I spend on YouTube making the content or whatever it is that I'm doing more consistent and making it meaningful and enjoyable. And, at some point spiritual, because that's just who I am. It's going to come out. I don't try to force it. It just comes out. But also educational to a degree. And when I say educational, trust and believe. I'm not saying that I know everything and I'm trying to school y'all, but no, I need y'all to school me, because it's a learning give and take with me. Like, I don't know everything. What I do know, I don't have a problem with sharing, but I need you guys to help me out too. That's why sometimes when I go live, I'll be like, hey, I'm going live because I need y'all's help. Look, this is what I'm trying to do. What do y'all think? Because y'all know more than me. It's way more y'all. So y'all got to know more than me. And I'm here for the help. So it's all gravy with me. But that's like the third thing. Just really being focused on my channels, whether it's here, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, just making sure that that's what I'm focusing on. And then the third, and these are not in any specific order, just more so as they come into my mind. We've started a ministry, Bible study, and so I'm just really focusing on making sure that to the best of my capability, I walk it like I talk it. Like, that's always been so important to me. And for the longest time, they have been like, our old church would try to raise us up and have me to become, a minister or a pastor or, whatever, evangelist. And I would be like, no, because I don't take it lightly. I'm not one of those people that want to be in the limelight just for the sake of being in the limelight and everybody look at me. No, that's especially when it comes to being the mouthpiece for God. So I have constantly like sabotaged my opportunities. And so now that I'm like, okay, you can only run from God for so long. So I'm like, okay, I am surrendering to God and I'm trusting God, and, everything. I have to be intentional with making time. So now with that is a set time, 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesdays. That's it, for an hour. Got that part. But making sure that I am living what I say, because that's the ultimate for me, to live what I say. And then the fourth thing is just being the businesswoman that I'm supposed to be, to make sure that I am blocking out time to handle everything that I need to do. So for the next 90 days, for this second quarter of the year, those are pretty much the 5 things that I'm going to be working on. So like, I stopped doing my motivations. I'm going to start back doing my motivations, because God knows that in order for me to be focusing on bettering myself, staying focused and everything, I'm going to need a lot of encouragement. And so in order for me to get encouragement, I got to give it. So that's one thing you will be getting a lot more of from me. And that will be part of my content situation, is coming on in the mornings and giving my morning inspirations. And it may be a little different. I may or may not be driving. Like, normally I'm driving, but I may or may not be driving. I might be walking, or at my I might be cooking, whatever, but I'm going to do my best to get it in at least 3-4 times a week like I used to, because I have been getting told by people, hey, you're not doing your inspirations anymore. Like, I miss those. Like, what's going on with you? So I'm like, okay, I need to repent and get back on my game because it's definitely encouraging me, but it does help others. And so I will. Yes, I'm gonna be coming to you when the time comes for goats. That won't be for a minute, but the way I am, I like to learn as much as I can before I get put into the situation. So, like, if I know that this is something that I'm interested in, I start doing a lot of research now, and I'm nowhere ready, nowhere close to being ready for goats. That's a few months off, maybe not until next year. I don't know, but in the meantime, I want to learn as much as I can. I need to pop my ears going up this hill, going up this mountain. These are the things that I'm really, 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 really looking forward to making a difference, in my life. So for you guys, are there some things that you guys have not really successfully executed in the first quarter of the year that you want to do a do-over with? Because we can all do a do-over together. We can all do a do-over together. And trust me, I did not mention anything about weight loss. I didn't, or yeah, I didn't mention anything about juicing, dieting, exercising. You know why? Because a lot of the time, most people start off with that New Year resolution, and by the end of that first month, they have fallen off. So the weight loss journey to me is still a part of your, things that you have to do, but that's not really going to be accomplished in one quarter of the year. So I'm just like, well, what are we going to do for like this first quarter? Yeah, just do. I know that's right. Just to be able to, just to be alive to do stuff, right? Yeah, I'm with it. Well, I'm definitely going to be focused on my 5 things and really going after um, just being in the moment and being intentional. Am I still there? Is it dragging? Can you guys see me? Is it messing up? I might be buffering. Is it buffering? I can't tell. It's not telling me that it's buffering. Oh, okay, good. It's better now. Yeah, when I go up the hill, I kind of like have a really bad problem with my reception. Well, good. I also wanted to discuss possibly, now I talked a little bit about it Saturday, but I'm trying to just throw out there a possibility of us doing a cruise like around October. I'm trying to get a feel of who would be interested because I'm going to be speaking to the agency at some point tomorrow. Okay, cool. Well, I was going up the pass, Deborah. I was going up that pass. You know how that is. So I'm trying to see if other people are, just because for people who aren't on our coast, they're going to have to fly in. So I'm trying to see kind of like if a few people are interested, and I'm going to try to get, I'm going to start off with like maybe 10 rooms and see how that does. And if we can get 10 rooms. That would be like 2 people. It could be 4 people, depending on how big the room is and how y'all plan on doing it. But when we could get those rooms together, I can, get some rooms together. I just start going over some dates. Now, one thing that I was looking at is that the HOA, Homesteaders of America, is already sold out. So I was like, well, since they sold out in March, and because I found out in March, end of March, they sold out in March. Why don't the people who aren't going to the HOA, because they're already sold out, why don't we meet up and go on a cruise for that time? We can have some fun. Have some fun. A lot of people have never been on a cruise. And we went on our first cruise last year, and Earl was like, so he was happy but irritated with me because Earl, okay, for those of you who don't know, my husband was in the Navy for 8 years. So he's been on the ships, been on the boats and everything. He was an engine engineer. So he was the one at the bottom of the ship that made the ship go. So there was a time when he had bought a cruise for us to go to and everything will go on. And I was like mad at him. So I didn't go, and he didn't get the insurance, so we couldn't change it or nothing. So we just lost that money. So, I mean, I tell y'all, when I am upset, when I'm done, whatever, it's ugly. It's not good. I'm repenting. So last year, we went on our first cruise, and we had a ball. We took some of the kids, the ones that wanted to go. So we had 3 kids? 3 kids with us, 3 stayed home. We had a ball. We were deep. My cousins went, my aunt went. My best friend and her mom and her son, we were 12, 13 deep. Oh yeah, because Miss Arlene went, my god sister went, and we were all together. We were so deep on that boat. We had 5 rooms. 5 rooms. We had 5 rooms. Just us, just my family. So I know how much fun I had. So I'm wanting to extend the invitation to whoever wants to go. So I'm going to be calling the travel agent, well, not the travel agent, but Carnival tomorrow. And I'm thinking Carnival because Carnival it's fun. I know they've been like having some issues, but they're fixing it. And by October, I'm pretty sure things will be good. It's just so many different things to do. And for those who bring their children, they have stuff for the children to do all day, all night. I'm telling you, it's the funniest thing because when you take your child to the playground, normally the children will start to just play with each other. They'll come up and they'll meet or whatever. And then the next thing you know, these total little strangers are just like the best of friends. And it is the same on that ship. Now, I've only been once, but my cousin goes all the time, and my daughter Diamond has been 3 times. And it's always the same thing. They find their people. And the teenagers just hang out together. You never have to worry about where your kid is. They're all on the ship. They're hanging out over here. They're hanging out over there. They just enjoy themselves. And so it's so fun. And they have so many different activities. When we went, we got to go to Catalina, which was really nice. I wish we could have been there a little longer so that we could do more interactive things, but that's okay because we could always go to Catalina. but we got to go to Ensenada, Mexico, and everything, and we got to get off the boat and go shopping and stuff. It was a very fun experience, and so I really want to do it again. So once I get all of the specifics, but I'm gonna do it the weekend of the HOA, which I believe is like October the 6th or the 5th through the 7th or something like that. I'll let you guys know when I talk to them tomorrow if it's even something that is possible. But I'm like, we can do this. But yeah, that's one of the things, because I'm looking at it like a lot of different people or organizations have meetups throughout the year, but it seems like in California, on this side, on the coast, West Coast, we don't really have a lot of meetup things that we can do. So, like, even before the Soyo family, I was like, and Led had been trying to pull something together for years where everybody could come together. And so when the Soyo family did it, I was so happy because I got to be with people, not just in front of the TV, or in my ear listening while I'm doing other things, or like while I'm driving and I'm watching everybody's video, but to actually be able to interact with folks. That was just like so much fun. And like the HOA, that's when you get to go and learn from a lot of people who have, a lot of skin in the game. So I'm like, well, we on the West Coast have to always go out. So let's try to have something that we can do here. So I'm like, well, if we can get this cruise going, that'll be great. The barbecue, it's a go for June the 3rd. So I'm happy. And that'll be like Earl and I celebrating our 28th anniversary at the same time. So we're going to be having a bunch of fun in June. But one of the other things we kind of talked about a little bit on Saturday, but nobody really gave me a lot of feedback on what you guys are putting in the soil, or what you guys are putting in starts. Like, what are you guys planting for the month of April? Because I am in zone 8B. Yeah, I'm in zone 8B. And I am going to be doing as many cucumbers as I can. I'm going to be doing all the squash that I can, all the potatoes that I can, all the tomatoes that I can, all of the cabbage that I can. I'm going to try to do a little bit of broccoli and a little bit of cauliflower. I'm doing corn. I definitely want to do corn, and I'm trying to get my hands on the hard corn, whatever that corn is that you have for the chicks, because they say that kind of corn is like not for human consumption. So it's a different corn than what we eat, and I want to get it for my chicks and for my animals, so that I can grow my own corn. And I'm trying to grow the barley and the rice. I'm trying to grow like everything. From LA to Georgia? Oh, what kind of cruise was that? Deborah Dixon said that she and her sister went on a cruise from LA to Georgia. Sounds like fun. I wonder how many days was that? Oh, melon. What are melon cakes? Squash, greens, corn. Yep, corn. Strawberry bushes. Yes. Oh, and we have is that blueberry or blackberry? Blackberry. We have blackberry bush that we gotta Earth's gonna put it in the ground. I was trying to find a little spot in the front, in the front by in our front driveway area, because on the right side we have all these different bushes over there by where the olive tree is. So I'm like, maybe we could put that black bush there, but we might put it in the front. I don't know. We're gonna find a good place for that tree because I want it in the ground so it can grow big and we can get some blackberries so I can juice them and eat. I like blackberries. I do. I'm a little different. I love them. I love blueberries too. But I wanna plant everything. I ordered some purple cauliflower seeds, so hopefully I can get some of those. But I want to grow wheat because I'm gonna get that press. Because when people that I follow and have learned that they have a good ear to the streets, like T-Nog was like, sugar is going to be a situation, rice is going to be a situation, flour is going to be a situation, like start stocking up on it. I was like, I'm going to start stocking up on it, but if I can grow some myself, or at least have the seeds so that I can grow some myself, that would be like awesome for me, because it's just the days that we're living in are just so unpredictable, you know? So I'm like, I'm going to be trying to grow some stuff I've never attempted to grow before. I don't know the first thing about growing barley, but I'm trying to learn. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to have to make an atmosphere for it. Like where we are is very dry. I don't know if you're supposed to grow wheat in the what do you call it? I'm having such a brain fart right now. Humid environment or what? So I have to do my research on it. But meanwhile, I'm waiting on my seeds to come in because I'm going to try. And God willing, I'm going to be successful. So I'm planning on doing that. And then just really because I just want to grow our own stuff so that we know what's in it. We can feed it to our kids. We can give it to ourselves. We can give it to our animals. Because my whole thing is when you give your animals things that are not good for you, artichoke, yes. Oh, and beets. Yes, beets. Yes, I have a lot of beets and radish. I have a lot of radish seeds. These white icicle and the purple icicle, and then the regular ones. I'm looking forward to beets and radishes and turnips. I'm trying to grow everything and onions. Trying to grow a lot of onions. I have a lot of different kind of onions that I am going to be putting into starts and into cups and into the soil. It's like just it's going to be a marathon of seed dropping. I'm so ready for this because I really want to get myself healthy and get my family more healthy and, make sure that my animals are getting really good quality food. I still do give them seed, but we still do give them a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables And, when we clean out the refrigerator or whatever's not rotten or whatever, we're giving it to the animals. I make sure that, we're not trying to be wasteful. Like I used to just be really wasteful, buy stuff and then never cook it and then throw it out. But now it's like, first of all, I have to cook it. But if there's anything still left over, then, we can give it to the animals and be fine. But, I'm really looking forward to just a lot of things that we can do to be different, and really be intentional and take true advantage of the opportunity that God has given me with every day. So right now, it's kind of like doing a check-in with myself and saying, okay, well, Pooh Bear, what did you do today that was a part of what you're supposed to be focusing on? Just to do a check-in on a daily basis so that I don't let so much time go by between each check-in with myself, because I'll forget. And then I'll be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow won't come. And then it'll be like 3 weeks has gone by and I haven't done anything on my mental list. So I'm like, I really be intentional with holding myself accountable, and I know that we all have to, even with being in our garden. Hi, David. What's up, bro? Man, I was watching your video earlier today. I'm not sure I responded because I was driving on my way to LA. But I watched a lot of videos. I watched Hands in the Dirt, Procrastination. I watched I watched Hudson Live, then her premiere. I watched Dorsha. I watched Auntie Anne. I watched Broke. I watched Renee. I watched a lot of people because I was driving to LA. That was 3-hour drive. I was checking everybody. Oh, VA Gardner. As y'all were posting them up, I was just watching the videos. Just let me see, because I watch while I'm driving because it's right in front. So it's not like I'm doing like this. It's right in front. But see, exactly. But I am really going to be doing more videos because this is our journey. And so I'm not one that's trying to put stuff up just so people can see, ooh, look, Pooh Bear just did. Nah, I want to show, because for one, I want to encourage a lot of other people, because y'all know I have arthritis throughout my whole skeleton. So I want people to see that you can be plus sized and still have some health ailments and still get it in. Stevia. I don't have any stevia seeds or plants. I would love to get some. I'm working on that. The things I really want to get that I don't have access to, well, Led's going to be sending me some elderberry, so I don't have to worry about that. But I want to get some muscadine grapes. I want to get some comfrey. Cherie gave me comfrey last year when we left the soil family expo, and I forgot it was tucked in a compartment in my suitcase. And I completely forgot all about it. And when I went back, it was in a Ziploc bag. It was all mushed together and just messed up. I was like, dang it, I messed up my comfrey. But I'm really trying to get some comfrey. What is it called? Sorrel. All of these different things that we can put in our teas or things to heal us, in our tinctures or whatever. That's what I'm working on. I got to get a root. I'm going to order some stuff. I think I'm probably going to order some stuff off of Amazon so that I can get it done. Because, like the stevia, I want to get some stevia. I want to get some sugar cane because Juicing with Jay gave me sugar cane. He gave me sugar cane and he gave me dragon fruit. He gave me a few dragon fruit trees. And when we moved out here, I need to be growing dandelion. I love dandelion greens. Oh my gosh, they are so good for us. And see, I need sugarcane to grow wild on my property so I don't have to worry because I understand that sugarcane is very medicinal. So, with all of these things that I'm trying to improve on our health, I need it. You say it's great for the liver, but I'm going to say this. Look up dandelion. I don't know if it's the dandelion root, the green, whatever it is. Look that up in the sea. Not the one we got that shot for, that one that goes through our different parts of our body. Look that up and tell me what you see. Because I was reading that cures that thing that's already in our bodies and just makes a decision that it wants to develop in different parts of your body, whether it's your breast, your brain, your liver, your prostate for men, all of that. See what it does for that. But yeah, and just growing a whole lot of herbs. CER, yeah, that one. And yes. Yes, I've been reading that uh defeats it. So I'm like, all of the different things, I'm trying to learn from different cultures. I like to see what the Native Americans do, what the Indians from India, because I don't call them Indian, I call them, Native Americans, what the Africans do in different cultures, what the Hispanics do in everybody. I'm trying to learn from everybody because everybody's culture has come up with ways to survive all of the different illnesses that have come their way, those that are still here. So they all have something to bring to the table. So I'm trying to learn from all cultures, So I have this book, I shared it before. It's called The Ancient Egypt. I can't think. It's like I can't think of what it's called. I think it's, no, I can't think. I'll share it with you guys. But that's another thing I wanted to tell you guys. Start going to your thrift stores. Oh, peppers. Yeah, I need a lot of peppers. I'm growing a lot of peppers this year. Hey, Mike's Chaotic. His chocolate pepper, yo, that 4-in-1. I was like, I want it. It was just, it looks so funny that it just was so cute to me. I'm like, and he was like, it smells hot, but it tastes sweet. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be planting some chocolate peppers this year. Yeah, I've been waiting for Mike to cut it, and he finally cut one yesterday, and I was like, okay, I see you. Those hydroponics, I'm not ready for it. I have everything for it. I got the pump. I got all that stuff. I got everything. I got all those little pebbles and the little trays and all of that stuff, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do it just yet. So I'm gonna just the Trinidadian scorpion. How many Scovilles are that? Is that? Because that sounds like it's extremely hot. I could just imagine. Is that one of the hottest peppers? The Trinidadian scorpion? You're not sure? Okay. Well, you guys, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to go home, and by the time I get there, I may or may not be doing a live because I got to get a nap before it's time to leave. I don't know. We'll see when I get home how I feel because I really need to be putting seeds into my starts. But yeah, y'all take care. Really support each other because, it's hard out here in these YouTube streets. It's hard out here. People be hating for no reason. Yes, please hit the like button. I really appreciate that. Let's binge out on each other's videos. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot because I was so busy. On the 25th of last month was my 2-year anniversary of being on YouTube. And I completely forgot I was so busy. I think this Friday, I'm going to do a 2-year celebration. So I'm going to work some things out and figure out exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get my StreamYard up so that I can have people come on and celebrate with me and everything. So I will be letting you guys know. I'm going to lock it because I'm going to be trying to get some things going. And I don't want people who don't normally rock with me to come in just because I got certain things going on. So they have to already be following me in order to get what I got, if you know what I'm saying. So we're going to see. But yeah, I'm like, wait, it's been 2 years of me being on YouTube. That's crazy. It went by so fast. So, I mean, I'm still here. I've lasted this long. So, hey, might as well stay, right? Might as well stay. But we're gonna be working on. I got some things I'm working on, y'all. So we'll see how everything goes. But yeah, support each other's channels. Um, put in the comments what you guys are going to be working on for the next 90 days. And everything that you guys are going. Oh, and tell me what your grow zone. What are you guys' grow zone areas? I want to know that too. Let me know in the comments. Because I'm trying to see who's close to me. Like in California, there's so many. Hey, I was just watching you on Dorsh's video, J3. There's so many different grow zones in California alone. So I'm trying to see if I'm in 8B over here, what are you growing over in 8B over there? That type of thing. Oh, you're in 3. So cold. But you can still grow a lot of stuff, though. That's the cool thing. It doesn't matter. You can still grow a lot of stuff. So just keep me posted. Let me know what y'all got going. Here it goes. It's acting up already. I'm going to say this. Thanks for tuning in to Callie's Homesteading with Pooh Bear. Remember that God loves you. You better love you because I love you. And I want y'all to look yourselves in the mirror and tell you guys how important you are and how valuable you are, not just to yourself, but to everybody that's connected to you. Sometimes we forget that it's not just about us, but it's about everybody that's connected to us. And sometimes the people who are the closest to you can act like they really don't need you. Trust and believe, those be the ones that need you the most. Those are the ones that need you the most. The ones that act like, I got it. I can do this on my own. They really need you. They just don't realize it. But don't turn your back on them. You might put them on timeout, but don't turn your back on them because they do need you. All right. Y'all stay cool. Stay warm. Stay faithful to yourself and to God. All right. Bye-bye, y'all.